Hey, good afternoon. It is afternoon, isn't it? Yeah, it's 12:51 p.m. Just leaving my fine doctor's. Had my checkup for my Get Healthy program. They had to take blood to check my cholesterol and all that good stuff. And my doctor's not happy with my blood pressure. So I got to work on that. The fact that I had potato chips yesterday, fried chicken yesterday. Excuse me. Did I have fried chicken yesterday? No. I had my pork, French fries, and gravy yesterday for dinner. But for lunch, I had a sandwich from Subway, which I thought would have been healthy, but apparently there was salt content in it. So I had that. And then the day before yesterday, of course, I had that fried chicken. So I'm sure that kind of screwed with my blood pressure because of all the salt content. All right. And then, of course, I have a couple beers at the house every night. So my fine doctor said that that'll screw around with my blood pressure. So he made a few suggestions. Not happy with them, but I got to deal with it. So I got to lower my sodium intake. He says, if you want to eat potato chips, Ralph, go ahead. Get the ones without salt. Really? I might as well just eat a piece of cardboard. He says, you want to have a couple beers? Go ahead. Lower it down to 3 beers a day. Really? So I got to work on that. Because my blood pressure, they took it twice. The first time it was 160 over 100. The second time, it was about 20 or 30 minutes later. Because they said, you could just be all nervous when you come into the office here. He says, that'll spike your blood pressure up. So he waited 15, 20 minutes or so, and then took it again, and it made one heck of a difference. 158 over 98, so. But with what's going on with some of the information I got yesterday, and then, of course, with the salt and all that, the doctor asked me, you got any problems going on that you want to discuss? I said, no, I'm usually a pretty happy person. He says, you got any stress going on in your life? Are you getting depressed? I said, Doc, I don't know what depressed is. I don't know if I'm depressed. What are the symptoms, And he was talking to me. I said, Doc, I get out of bed in the morning, my foot hits that floor, and I'm at a speed of 100 miles an hour, I said, I have family members that hate me because of that. And most of the time, I'm pretty chipper. I'm usually a pretty even keel on being up. I'm up definitely a heck of a lot more than I am down, all right? I guess when things bother me, I kind of push them off to the side and I look on the bright side of life. Remember that song from, what was it, MMR, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life? With, I think it was Pierre Robert. For you people in the local Philadelphia area, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm just babbling here. I don't even have a drink, But I'm headed on home from Valley View. And for you people that are able to look out of my windows as I'm traveling, we got some gorgeous golden tree leaves going on right now on this back road. There's no traffic right now on this road. This is a nice country road for, definitely if you're into motorcycling, It's nice and it's got some S-turns in it, and curvy and all that good stuff. But, I was talking to Jillian is her name. She's a physician's assistant. She's the one that gave me my complete physical. But I was talking to her, and then the lady that came in to get the 3 tubes of blood out. We were talking for a while, and I said, "You're new here." She goes, "Nah, I've been here about a year." I said, "Well, I haven't been here in a year, and I've been coming here quite a bit, to see my Dr. Charles is usually who I see, but he's on vacation. He's camping someplace, So I was talking to this young lady, young to me. Anybody that's 50 and under is young to me, all right? But I don't know. She could have been in her mid-40s, maybe a little bit more. I'm not good with recognizing age on people, But we were talking, and I said to her, she yawned. I said, "You got to stop going out partying that night." She goes, "Oh, I don't party." She goes, "I get home anymore, and I'm in my jammies and ready for bed at 8:30. I said, "You sound like me." I said, "The only time I'm up later than that is if I get paid for it." I said, "Where do you live?" She goes, "Well, 2 minutes from here." I said, "Oh, really? Are you a VFW or Legion member?" She goes, "I used to be. Valley View or Higgins, VFW and Legion." I said, "I used to play DJ there." She goes, "You did?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "I was probably there when you DJ'd." I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Did you DJ at the gun club too?" There's a gun club up here. I said, "Yeah, I did quite a bit." I said, "But I don't do a lot of that new music anymore." I said, I got my partner, Dave Dreyer, he's into the newer stuff. He picks up on that. I said, "I like to do my oldies and country, and she goes, "Yeah, myself and my husband like that. We were just talking the other day that if one of these clubs would do a afternoon oldies party, we would go to it." And I said, "Funny you should mention that, because I have flyers printed up. I just got to get them out in the mail for this area, and probably any place else if they would pay the travel fee." I'm looking into doing an oldies dance party, and I used to do it at the Moose, the Tower City Moose. I was the first one that brought that into Tower City to do an oldies dance party on a Saturday afternoon. Then some of these young bucks picked up on it, and they flew with it for a while. I don't know if they do it any longer, but I'm getting off track. I got these flyers made up, and I'm going to send them out all to the surrounding area here about doing an oldies dance for people close to my age or, younger that really don't want to go out late at night with all these young people, They'll come out, let's say from 5 until 8 o'clock. I can do a couple sets of music, oldies, country, classic rock, that kind of thing. Then they go home and I go home. But what happened more times than not, when I was doing it at the Tower City Moose, I'd play until like 8. And that crew was leaving to go home, and the younger people were starting to come in. I got a lot of overtime doing that gig, because they'd come and say, "Oh, can't you stay for a while? Stay for another hour." And they'd, slip me a few bucks, and I'd stay for that hour and get ready to shut down. And then some more younger people would come in. There were times that, I'd start playing at 5 o'clock, and I'd play right up until 11, 12 o'clock. And they made it worth my while, and I enjoyed doing it, So, again, I'm just babbling here, folks, since I didn't have much time to do anything this morning with a good morning video, worthwhile, that is, So, oh, it's ugly here today, as you can see through the windows here. It's raining and damp. Excuse me. For lunch today, I stopped in there at Redner's, which I'm sure my fine doctor wouldn't be happy. I was hungry. I had to get something to eat. And they had some fried chicken made up. So I bought fried chicken. Man, it was delicious, but a lot of salt in that too. So I got to work on that, okay? As I said before, I believe in the power of prayer. Pray for me that I'm going to be able to cut back the intake of my salt and my alcoholic consumption. I'll take it down to 3 beers or so a day. You know, when I get done work, I like to have an adult beverage. You know, there's no lying about that. You know, but and I drink the lightest beer that's out there. I drink what is it? Milwaukee's Best Light. I mean, if you look that up through Google, it's almost like drinking carbonated water. Okay. And that's got salt in it too, so there's the problem, you know. Between the beer having salt, French fries got salt, fried chicken's got salt, my pizza that I ate, that has salt. You know, Jesus, really? But I'll get it together here, and of course, you know, my doctor looked at my legs and said, you got a little bit of swelling going on there. So I got to get that swelling down, which I've heard from some of you other people about that already. Get your legs up in the air, Ralph. Come on. You know, yeah. Okay, I'll do that. All right. That's about all I got to say, okay? Let me turn this a little bit, because I know there was one lady yesterday that commented on, she goes, I enjoy doing road trips with you. I get to look out your window and see the area that you live in. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a nice area here. It really is. There's no work here, but it's a great area if you like living away from, you know, the world, factories and restaurants and hustle and bustle, because we certainly don't have that here in Tower City, you know. But that's about it, folks. I just wanted to chime in with you, give you my information on my yearly physical. Oh, and now I got to stop over here at Wally World, Walmart. My doctor said to pick up, it's some kind of a wrist, it'll tell me my blood pressure. And they said, they go up to $150, Rob. You don't need the real expensive one, the one that's going to give you all the bells and whistles. Just get a basic blood pressure wrist cuff. I think they call it a wrist cuff. They said you can pick them up for about $40. You put that on and it'll tell you somewhat of an accurate reading on what your blood pressure is. Do that every day and try to stay, you know, online with backing off of the salt and backing off of some of the beer and see how that works for you. So I got to go back. I believe it's on November the 19th. I have to go back and they want to, you know, check everything out on me again. So that's where I'm at on that. I'm sure some of you people out there have blood pressure issues, you know, and I did ask, you know, okay, if I have to take blood pressure medicine, what are the side effects? And the one lady said, well, it depends on what medicine you are on. She says, we won't worry about that because we're not at that stage with you yet. We're going to try to get your blood pressure down. If we can get it down, we won't get you any kind of medication. So, and I'm pretty stubborn like that. I'll work on this and get it down. And you know what? The other positive thing is, if I only have a couple beers a day, and maybe not every day, I'll lose some weight. And that'll help me get my blood pressure down, you know? All right, folks, that's it. I'm just about home here. I hope you enjoyed the view, all right? I'm over here on Keffer's Mountain right now, it's called. Keffer's Mountain. Again, it's beautiful. A lot of golden leaves, as you can see through my window there, you know? Chilly and damp, though. Okay, folks, I'll talk to you later on. I love you guys. Be good to one another. I'll talk to you later on. All right, have a good day today. If it's raining in your area, stay dry. Try to stay dry. I'll talk to you later on. God bless you. I love you guys. Smile now. Come on, smile.